Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Of course, it is a new week, and that means we've got some new things coming to Cold War and Warzone this week. Probably some smaller things are coming to Modern Warfare as well. And today, Activision ended up previewing some of what to expect this week in Call of Duty when it comes to the new updates and the new changes. And as we approach the halfway mark for Season 2, there is still quite a bit of stuff we can look out for in the future weeks as well. So as we break it all down today, if you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. Goal for today is going to be 4,000 likes. And of course, if you're new here or if you haven't already subscribed, we are now less than 3,500 subs away from 700,000. So if you want to stay on top of everything going on in COD, from news to intel to updates, it's all right here. So feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. So jumping into this week's blog post from Activision, per usual, they end up detailing some of what to expect this week. It's not every single little piece of content we're getting that's revealed here, but some of it at the very least. And starting off in Cold War, St. Patrick's Stockpile is going to continue until this Thursday, with obviously St. Patrick's Day happening this week. So that mode is going to be one of the main ones over the next few days. But then, of course, come Thursday with the next update, we're going to end up getting the Knife Fight 3v3 mode, which is basically going to be just like Gunfight. However, it's going to be with knives only instead. No pew-pews, no shooty-shoots, strictly knives or other melee weapons like the machete, the brand new E-tool, the sledgehammer, so on and so forth. Unfortunately, that's pretty much all they reveal for the Cold War multiplayer side of things. We can assume there's going to be a whole new refresh to the playlist on Thursday though, like normal, and when that happens, you guys already know we're going to be covering it all right here on the channel, so stay tuned for that. Now, over in the store this week, we are getting a brand new Mastercraft update. Basically, we're going to end up getting two new ultra rarity blueprints, which are reactive blueprints. We're going to end up getting the supercharged reactive bundle on the 18th, and that comes with the Racer 01 SMG blueprint and the Racer 02 reactive assault rifle blueprint, alongside some other normal stuff like calling cards and stickers and charms and whatnot. And then the one that I'm more interested in personally is the Necro King bundle, which is coming on the 21st, and this is going to end up adding in the Ice Drake Mastercraft, which is like this whole dragon themed Mastercraft that looks absolutely awesome in my own opinion. Definitely one of the cooler Mastercrafts that we've seen. This is also going to have the cryo dismemberment effect on it, which I don't think that we've seen on a Cold War weapon or a Cold War blueprint yet. Obviously, we had it several times throughout Modern Warfare on various blueprints there, but yeah, definitely a very, very cool looking Mastercraft. Then also, this bundle is going to have an M60 blueprint, a charm, a calling card, a vehicle skin, a sticker, a watch, then a vehicle horn, and again, we're going to be covering all the changes to the shop that happen on Thursday. Now, I'm not sure why, but Activision doesn't really ever talk about what's going on with Warzone in these weekly blog posts. They used to mention the playlist for it at the very least prior to Cold War dropping, but now they pretty much forego it most of the time. However, going off of last week's update in Warzone, I think it's a safe bet to assume that we're going to see these zombies relocate yet again. And as we've talked about in other videos, while the initial Outbreak blog said that the zombies threat was contained in the southern part of the map by the prison and whatnot, the Morse code on the blog's image said the exact opposite. It indicates that this spread is going to continue, and the zombies are ultimately going to wreak havoc on Verdansk. So I would expect them to maybe move over to the port area, perhaps up to the farmland area as well. One thing I did think was kind of weird is that the zombies literally just relocated. They didn't infect the prison and the shipwreck. It was just the shipwreck and now just the prison. So I'm definitely interested in seeing how that's going to basically play out, if that's going to stay like that as they move throughout the map, or if they're going to start breaking out to multiple locations at the same time where we have the prisons infected, the farmland area is infected, it starts to bleed into downtown and down into the park, or if it's going to be just downtown, just the park. That to me seems a bit weird, but it seems like that's how it's working for the time being. Then, like I said in the intro, we are approaching the midway point for Season 2. As of right now, the season is set to end on April 22nd, which is just over a month away, and if we're going off the official timetable, that means we should have the whole mid-season update for the season in Cold War and Warzone coming likely next week or maybe the week after, but my guess is currently the 24th or the 25th of this month, which would leave just about 1 month left before the season actually ends. And as always, the mid-season updates are the biggest content update and just generally the biggest updates we have in season outside of the season's launch. Looking at the roadmap, there is quite a bit of content we can expect to come to both games. As for Cold War, looking at the multiplayer exclusive content, we have Golova, which is meant for the Fireteam mode, and that's set to debut in season as its own separate map. Just going off of my time in it with an Outbreak, it's actually a pretty cool map. Definitely get very, very big Blackout vibes from that one in specific. Then we also have Mansion, which is a brand new gunfight map, which is also set to debut in season. And usually the mid-season updates are when new maps are released, so we can expect one of those to launch probably with the mid-season update, maybe both of them if we're lucky. And then looking at the cross-title content for Cold War and Warzone, currently left on the roadmap, we've got the new operators of Revis and Wolf, and those have still yet to debut. We know they're coming as new store bundles at some point in the future. If I were to guess, we're probably going to see one of them added in with the mid-season update, and they'll likely be featured on the whole mid-season roadmap that we should get then too. And then of course, we've got two weapons that have yet to release. We've got the Shadow Hunter, aka the Cold War crossbow, which can actually be found in Warzone right now at times via chest loot, I believe from legendary crates, and then also the yellow access crate that you get for completing the zombies challenge wherever they're located. Then we've also got the ZRG 20mm sniper, which personally is what I'm looking forward to a bit more. I'm just not really a fan of crossbows, and considering that's probably going to be the more popular weapon of the two, I would expect that one to be the whole mid-season update weapon, with the Shadow Hunter being released a few weeks out from Season 2's end, probably towards like the middle of April, I would say, again just going off of what we've seen before. But safe to say, over the next few weeks, we should have a decent amount of content added into Cold War and Warzone via the new updates. Now, outside of this week's content and all the future seasonal content, we also got a slight update this morning via Raven regarding a new cheat or a new hack going around Warzone. Basically, over the past week or so, there's been this new hack where cheaters can actually end a match of Warzone whenever they want. It doesn't matter if it was 3 minutes into the game or if it was a 1v1 in the final circle. The game would stop for everyone, and then a final kill cam would play like it was a round of search and destroy. Then I think everyone in the lobby would end up getting first place. But obviously, a pretty game-breaking thing. I saw it happen to a lot of streamers, and it was, of course, all over Reddit and Twitter. But thankfully, Raven tweeted out this morning saying, "We rolled out an update in Warzone yesterday, apparently, that addressed an issue that allowed matches to end early. So this hack shouldn't have an effect on games moving forward. If you ran into this at all over the past few days, you shouldn't have to worry about that anymore." So yeah, there you have it. With all of that being said, that's what we've got going on for this week's updates and what to expect as we get later on into Season 2, and that's going to wrap things up for today. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new here and you want to stay up to date with the latest Call of Duty news, intel, updates, and everything else in between, feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. That way you'll always know whenever I upload a new video. As always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code WHosImmortal for a discount on all Scuff, G Fuel, and Control Freak products. The links for all those can be found down in the description below. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.